What's up, guys? Just want to make a quick video um, that I thought would be helpful. Just a little recap on a trade that we had taken going into today. So, first things first, you can see here that we had a little bit of a mixed market here. So, like if you don't know this, kind of something how the markets typically will work is there's the Dow stocks and then there's the Nasdaq, and typically um, if the Dow is moving lower and the Nasdaq is moving higher, you'll usually see a pretty choppy S&P 500, because the S&P 500 is a little bit of a mix, right? And so vice versa, Nasdaq is going lower, Dow is going higher. You're going to see a little bit of a choppy S&P. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that the uh, Nasdaq holds a little bit more weight because tech stocks do hold a little bit more weight. But with that being said, when we're looking at the charts, that's kind of the main thing you want to pay attention to here. So when we're looking at the YM, this is the trade that I was looking at taking today. This was a day trade. I gave it out as a free signal to everybody in the chat. And we entered and let them know this on this candle here. So once this candle closed, we took entry and caught the flush down. The first target was this 5100, or sorry, wow, that was really far off. The 38,500 level. So that was our first initial profit target. And then from there, we kind of scale out at those $100 price levels. So then it was 400, and then we didn't make it to 300, which was right here. We made it to about 330. So there was that 300 price level, but we were able to make it from about so 150 points, and then ultimately we ended up moving about 300 points, just over 300 points to the downside. So that's kind of a trade that we took today. Few things was, why did I decide to take the YM? Well, because you can see here we started to make or create a downtrend. We put in a lower high, and so that kind of signaled to me, okay, we might continue to head down. And the ES was trading right at that 5,300 level. So right here, and we had news come out that was this candle here at 10 a.m. And then I was looking like, okay, if we break 3,000, or sorry, 5,300, it's been a long day. We break that 5,300 on the ES, and the YM ended up showing a sell signal and was the weakest index on the day. I figured that the NASDAQ will probably follow suit, even though that was the strongest one there. So this is an ATR trailing stop, this green and red, this here shown there. So what you can see is that we broke the ATR trailing stop on the NASDAQ. We rejected off of the key psychological level of 18,700. ES broke the trailing stop, also broke 5,300. And then we decided to trade YM because this was the weakest one. We had a sell signal, and you could see we were well below that trailing stop for quite some time, even before that, before ES and NASDAQ broke down. So this was good for about a little over 300 points. Here was the entry, and we had to move just over 300 points to the downside, and our risk was about 70 points, 65, because the stop loss was just above that 38,700 level. So that was kind of the trade, and a good risk to reward. You can see here 4.82, but that's the trade recap. Hope this helps. So kind of some key things here is paying attention to the psychological levels and then the relative strength between the indexes and how all three are moving as a whole. But all right, guys, thank you guys for watching and hope this helps. And I'll see you for the next trade recap.